I'm Melissa from Kiwibanana, and you're watching The 7 Compassionate Dudes. And my question is, what are your thoughts on intersectional feminism?
Okay guys, what are my views on intersectional feminism? What do I think? And I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this clip that Kiwibanana sent us, I was like, what the hell is intersectional feminism? So thank you Kiwibanana for giving us this. I actually did learn something new. You guys can check out her channel in the link below. But what do I think? And if you ask me, I think that intersectional feminism is a very good thing because different women face different forms of oppression. So for example, a white woman may face different forms of discrimination than a black woman, or someone that's lesbian may face different forms of oppression than someone that's straight. So it's important that we acknowledge all of these different aspects of a woman's character, but I also think we need to take it one step further and acknowledge the female animals that are being oppressed on a daily basis.
I definitely understand the importance of intersectional feminism, although I'm very aware of the fact that as a white privileged male, my perspective will be fairly ignorant and not based on experience, just on things I've read and heard about and things I've spoken about with people. Inequality is ingrained in society. And when looking at equality and justice, we do need to look beyond the one-size-fits-all kind of approach. And that's as true for feminism as it is for veganism and other forms of activism. And we do all have different privileges and different things about us that makes it difficult to put us into a small group that is generally based on privileged white people. But I do think that there is a danger of people becoming too politically correct and calling out people who are ignorant rather than just educating them and helping them understand. And a great example of this is some of the people I've argued with, intersectional feminists who I've argued with, who have called me out without educating me. And when I've tried to educate them about the dairy industry, they've been closed-minded and chosen not to listen. But on the whole, intersectional feminism is very important.
Yo, what's going on? What is Joey's thoughts on intersectional feminism, alright? This intersectional feminism where they're encompassing all women of a diverse background, and with normal feminism they leave some women out. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about feminism. Joey's thoughts on feminism. Now, if you're a feminist, therefore you're standing up for women's rights, and you're drinking the cow's milk and dairy or the periods of chickens, the only problem I've got with intersectional feminists is that if they're not vegan, they are hypocrites. You can't be standing up for women's rights and being a feminist if you're exploiting the reproductive organs of another woman, of another species. Intersectional feminism, for it not to be complete hypocrisy, then you have to encompass all women of all species. Otherwise, you're just a walking contradiction.
I'll be honest, I had to look this one up. And my feelings of it is basically seeing the plight of other people through their eyes, understanding where they're coming from. So it's the same in the way as we look at animals. You know, humans are also a type of animal. Veganism encompasses everyone and everything. And so also I believe the point of life, point of being here is to expand our consciousness. So yeah, I'm all for it. Let's all awaken. Let's all get as much information as we can about everyone, all the animals, how they're suffering, how we can save them. Let's propagate that. Let's end suffering, wherever it is.
I have to admit, when I first heard that we were going to be discussing this topic, I basically had no idea what it was. So I had to do a bit of research, and I came across a video that was actually linked by Al Nelson, one of the 7 Compassionate Dudes, which is called What the Fuck is Intersectional Feminism? So that will be linked in the video description below, and I highly encourage you to watch that, especially if you don't really have any idea like I didn't what it actually is. Even with saying that, after doing a bit of research, I don't exactly have the most extensive knowledge on the topic, so my very ignorant kind of general thoughts about it is that it does sound like a very good concept in theory, but like once again, I just don't know much, so I can't really give a very informed opinion about it. So I just highly encourage anyone out there who is curious about learning more about other social justice movements, I highly do suggest that you go and watch this video and learn more about it yourself, because I think it is very important that we learn about issues that aren't directly affecting us. That way, when we are spreading the vegan message, we can make sure that we aren't unintentionally discrediting or kind of negatively impacting any other social justice movements, and also we can help to spread awareness of other social justice movements.
So my thoughts on intersectional feminism. Okay, I didn't have a clue what this was. I went and looked it up and I gave it a bit of my time, but I was just getting so confused. I mean, I feel like we're diversifying things too much these days, like all these separate categories and labels, when really the overall message is simple, isn't it? The same as with veganism. We're looking for equality on this planet. We want fairness, equal rights for everybody. Obviously, I'm all for men and women getting paid the same and also being able to do the same jobs. We can all do this together. There doesn't need to be hierarchies and what have you. So I don't know, it confuses me when you give things all these different subcategories. It's just equal rights, and I'm for it, obviously.
How does the vegan Batman feel about intersectional feminism? Well, I think that all women, which I love, some I love more than others, but I love them all. I love everybody. It's all about love. That's what it's about. When you're vegan, when you practice veganism, it's all about love. Everybody's equal, whether it be men, women, children, animals, like everybody's equal here. So back to intersectional feminism, no matter what, big, tall, black, white, green, blue, whether you're born a woman or just became a woman yesterday, you know, whatever the case, whatever it is, man, whatever. I'm down with you, I support you. It don't matter whether you have hair from here down to your feet, if you have curly hair or you have a bald head. I love everybody, man. I think everybody deserves the respect.
Who am I to tell anyone that they should or shouldn't have kids? I'm not God, okay? That is, wow, I mean, that is the one